All right, so cybersecurity presentation. I'm just going to talk about what we learned so far in the class. So starting off, what is cybersecurity? Obviously, it's about the protection of computer systems from attacks, some cyber attacks and things like that can steal your personal information. Cyber attacks are getting diverse and dangerous to our organizations and employees and consumers everywhere. The type of cyber attacks, we have, so we have social engineering attacks, we have advanced persistent threats, we have malware, and we have phishing attacks. Social engineering attacks are basically hackers psychologically manipulating people into actions or giving away information. The other one is the persistent threats, which is an unauthorized user infiltrates a network undetected and stays in the network for a long period of time. And then we have malware, which is basically software that is specifically designed to gain access or damage your computer without the owner knowing. The last one is phishing, which is the most common type of attack. This is the practice of sending fraudulent emails that resemble emails from reputable sources. They do this to steal sensitive data like credit card numbers and login information. And then moving on, we have the type of networks, which we discussed in class. We have personal area networks, we have local area networks, we have Wi-Fi, WLAN, which is what we all use, campus area networks, metropolitan area networks, storage area networks, wide area networks, enterprise private networks, virtual private networks, and proxy servers. The most common type is probably the local area network and the wireless Wi-Fi network. We use a storage area network to basically store and give access to large amounts of data to a large number of people. Corporate companies usually use enterprise private networks, which is a network in their own basically company, which is catered to their needs. And then we use a VPN to basically encrypt our connection when we're browsing the internet. And the proxy server is basically the same thing as a VPN, except instead of sending your connection straight to the server, you send it to like a proxy, and then that sends the connection to the server. And then network topologies, we have 5 different types: star topology, bus topology, ring, mesh, and hybrid. And then the wireless one is ad hoc. And then moving on, types of hackers, we have different colors of hackers. We have black, white, gray, green, red, and blue. The types of hackers that are the worst are probably black hat hackers, which are just basically criminals that try to break into computers with malicious intent. And then we have white hat hackers, which is what we're trained to be. We're training to be ethical hackers. So these are employees or contractors that work for companies and attempt to find security holes via hacking. And then we have gray hat hackers, which are like in the middle of black and white. They're not trying to do it for good. They're not trying to do it for bad either. They're just trying to find vulnerabilities in the system without the owner knowing. So then if the issue is found, they can report it to the owner and get some like a reward for it, basically. And then we have a script kiddie, which is basically a person who uses existing computer scripts or code to hack into computers. They don't write their own code. They basically use code from online. Then we have green hat hackers, which are basically newbies. They're working to improve their skills every day so they can become better. Red hats, in a way, want to do more harm than black hats. And then blue hat can be like malicious, but usually the anger is channeled at one person, so it's like a revenge type of hacker. And then moving on, we talked about operating systems. We have many different types of systems. The most common one is Windows, Mac, and Android, and iOS. The operating system is basically a communication bridge between the user and the computer hardware. It can do many things like present a UI to manage to basically use the hardware. It can also manage the memory and the processes and basically make life easier. And then we talked about the OSI model, which is basically what connections use for basically and connecting stuff. And then we have the application layer, the presentation layer, the session layer, the transport layer, network layer, and data link layer, and the physical layer. We go from the bottom up when we're starting a connection. So for example, when connecting computer, we start the physical layer, we connect the computer with a LAN cable, and then this is where data gets converted into a bit stream like binary, like zeros and ones. And then we have the data link layer, which basically links the data transfer between the two devices on the same network. And then We have the network layer, which is responsible for data transfer between two different networks. It basically breaks up the segments from the transport layer into smaller units, which are packets, and it tries to find the best physical path to reach the destination. And then we have the transport layer, which is basically responsible for end-to-end communication between the devices. It takes the data from the session layer and breaks it up into segments. And then the session layer, which is responsible for basically starting a session between the host client and the destination client. Presentation one basically prepares the data so it can be used by the application. It basically translates the encryption, and compresses the data, which is like SSL, MPEG, or JPEG photos. And the last one is application layer, which basically interacts with the data from the user. And emails use this layer to initiate communications, such as HTTP and SMTP. And then lastly, we talked about phases of hacking. The first phase is information gathering, second is scanning, third is gaining access, fourth is maintaining access, and last is clearing logs. When you're doing information gathering, you're trying to basically collect as much information as you can about the target. This includes finding who the target is, what they are, finding out the target's IP address, their network, their DNS records, and such. And then you have scanning, which involves taking the information that we found out and then using it to examine the network. We can use tools to do this, including dialers, port scanners, network mappers, and sweepers. We use some software to do this in our virtual machines. And then the hackers see the information that can help them perpetrate attacks such as computer names, IP addresses, and user accounts. Then we have gaining access, which is basically the hacking part. During this, we search for exploits, and then these can be such as LAN networks or wired or wireless networks. And then we can attack them using things such as DDoS attacks, which is basically denial of service attacks, and session hijacking. And then you have to maintain the access after we hacked it. Basically, you can use the system for security personnel by securing exclusive access with backdoors, rootkits, and Trojans. So once we own the system, we can use it for our base to launch additional attacks. So once we attack the computer, it's basically called a zombie system. Then lastly, we clear the log so we don't get caught doing what we've done. We trace all the attacks with log files and intrusion detection alarms. Examples of this include steganography and the use of tunneling protocols and altering the log files. And yeah, that's it. That's what we learned so far.
Okay. So yeah, so you have to do the information gathering thing, right?
Yeah.
Logs and information gathering thing practically right now. Gather information of any website and show me.
Okay.